Have you ever felt like you're different from everyone else? Do you sometimes wonder why you see the world in a way that others don't seem to understand? If so, you might be a Heyoka, one of the most powerful types of empaths. In this video, we'll explore 7 signs that could indicate you're a Heyoka and what that means for your life and relationships. Heyokas are unique individuals with an extraordinary ability to reflect and heal others. They're often called spiritual mirrors because they show people aspects of themselves that they might not want to see. This can make Heyokas challenging to be around, but it also makes them incredibly valuable in helping others grow and change. Let's dive into the first sign, the mirror effect. Heyokas have an uncanny ability to reflect other people's emotions and behaviors back to them. This isn't something they do consciously. It's just a natural part of who they are. When you're around a Heyoka, you might find yourself feeling or acting in ways that surprise you. This is because the Heyoka is bringing your hidden thoughts and feelings to the surface. The mirror effect can be both helpful and difficult. On one hand, it allows people to see themselves more clearly and work through issues they might have been avoiding. On the other hand, it can make people uncomfortable, and they might react negatively to the Heyoka as a result. If you're a Heyoka, you might have noticed that people sometimes have strong reactions to you, even when you haven't done anything obvious to provoke them. This leads us to the second sign, unconventional thinking. Heyokas see the world differently from most people. They have a unique perspective that often challenges societal norms and expectations. If you're a Heyoka, you might find yourself questioning things that others take for granted. You might look at a problem and see a solution that no one else has considered. This unconventional thinking can be a great asset, as it allows Heyokas to come up with innovative ideas and approaches. However, it can also make it difficult for Heyokas to fit in with more traditional or rigid social structures. You might feel like you're always swimming against the current, trying to explain your ideas to people who just don't seem to get it. The third sign of being a Heyoka is emotional intensity. Heyokas feel things deeply, both their own emotions and the emotions of those around them. This emotional sensitivity can be overwhelming at times, but it also allows Heyokas to connect with others on a profound level. If you're a Heyoka, you might find that you're often affected by the moods and feelings of people around you. You might walk into a room and immediately sense the emotional atmosphere, even if nothing has been said. This emotional intensity can make Heyokas great listeners and supportive friends, but it can also be draining if they don't learn to protect their own energy. The fourth sign is intuitive problem solving. Heyokas have a knack for seeing solutions that others miss. This isn't because they're necessarily smarter or more educated, it's because they approach problems from a different angle. They're able to see past the obvious and dig into the root of an issue. This intuitive problem-solving ability can make Heyokas valuable in many different fields. They might excel in creative industries, where thinking outside the box is prized. They might also do well in fields like psychology or counseling, where understanding the deeper layers of human behavior is crucial. However, this ability can also be frustrating for Heyokas. They might see solutions to problems that seem obvious to them, but struggle to explain these solutions to others. They might also become impatient with people who can't see what seems so clear to them. The fifth sign of being a Heyoka is their paradoxical nature. Heyokas often embody contradictions. They might be both introverted and extroverted, logical and emotional, serious and playful. This paradoxical nature can be confusing both for the Heyoka and for those around them. If you're a Heyoka, you might find that you don't fit neatly into categories. You might feel drawn to opposite extremes or find that your personality shifts depending on the situation you're in. This can make it hard for others to pin you down or understand you, but it also gives you a unique ability to see multiple sides of any situation. The paradoxical nature of Heyokas can be a source of inner conflict. You might struggle with decisions because you can see the validity of opposing viewpoints. However, this same quality can also make you an excellent mediator, able to understand and bridge different perspectives. The sixth sign is the healing presence of Heyokas. Heyokas have a natural ability to help others heal emotionally and spiritually. This isn't something they do consciously, it's just a part of who they are. People often find themselves drawn to Heyokas when they're going through difficult times or need emotional support. If you're a Heyoka, you might notice that people often come to you with their problems. You might find that you have a calming effect on others, or that people feel comfortable opening up to you even if they've just met you. This healing presence can be a beautiful gift, but it's also important for Heyokas to learn to set boundaries so they don't become overwhelmed by others' needs. The healing ability of Heyokas is closely tied to their mirroring effect. By reflecting others' emotions and behaviors, Heyokas help people see themselves more clearly. This can be uncomfortable at first, but it often leads to profound growth and healing. The seventh sign of being a Heyoka is sensitivity to energy. Heyokas are highly attuned to the energy around them. They can often sense the emotions and intentions of others, even when these aren't expressed verbally. This sensitivity can make Heyokas excellent at reading people and situations, but it can also be overwhelming. If you're a Heyoka, you might find that you're easily affected by the energy of your environment. You might feel drained after spending time in crowded places, or find that certain people or situations leave you feeling energized or depleted. This sensitivity to energy is part of what makes Heyokas such powerful empaths, but it also means they need to be careful about protecting their own energy. Learning to manage this sensitivity is crucial for Heyokas. This might involve practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or setting clear boundaries with others. It's important for Heyokas to recognize that their sensitivity is a strength, not a weakness, and to learn how to use it in a way that benefits both themselves and others. Another important aspect of being a Heyoka is their resistance to authority. Heyokas often question established systems and norms. They have a natural tendency to challenge the status quo and push for change. This isn't because they're rebellious for the sake of being rebellious, it's because they genuinely see things differently and want to improve the world around them. If you're a Heyoka, you might find that you often disagree with traditional ways of doing things. You might question rules that don't make sense to you, or challenge ideas that others accept without thought. This can make Heyokas valuable agents of change, but it can also lead to conflict with those who prefer to maintain the status quo. The resistance to authority that Heyokas exhibit can be both positive and negative. On the positive side, it allows them to think critically and come up with innovative solutions. They're not bound by the way things have always been done and are free to explore new possibilities. On the negative side, this resistance can sometimes make it difficult for Heyokas to work within existing systems or hierarchies. For Heyokas, it's important to learn how to balance their natural tendency to question authority with the need to work effectively with others. This might involve finding ways to express their ideas constructively or seeking out environments that value independent thinking and innovation. Another significant characteristic of Heyokas is their strong connection to nature. Many Heyokas feel a deep affinity with the natural world and find that spending time in nature helps them feel grounded and balanced. This connection to nature often influences their worldview and actions. If you're a Heyoka, you might find that you feel most at peace when you're in natural settings. You might have a strong interest in environmental issues or feel a sense of responsibility to protect the natural world. This connection to nature can be a source of strength and renewal for Heyokas, especially when they're feeling overwhelmed by their empathic abilities. The Heyoka's connection to nature often extends to a broader sense of connection with the universe. Many Heyokas have a spiritual or philosophical outlook that emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. This perspective can help them make sense of their empathic abilities and find meaning in their experiences. It's worth noting that being a Heyoka isn't always easy. The very qualities that make Heyokas powerful empaths can also make life challenging. The ability to mirror others and sense their emotions can be overwhelming. The tendency to think unconventionally can lead to feelings of isolation or misunderstanding. The emotional intensity that Heyokas experience can be draining if not managed properly. However, these challenges are balanced by the unique gifts that Heyokas bring to the world. Their ability to help others see themselves more clearly, their innovative thinking, and their healing presence can have a profound positive impact on those around them. If you've recognized yourself in the signs we've discussed, you might be wondering what to do with this information. The first step is to acknowledge and accept your unique qualities. Being a Heyoka isn't something to be ashamed of or to try to change. It's a fundamental part of who you are. Next, it's important to learn how to manage your empathic abilities. This might involve developing practices to protect your energy, like visualization techniques or energy-clearing rituals. It's also crucial to learn how to set boundaries with others. While your ability to help and heal is valuable, it's important not to do so at the expense of your own well-being. Learning to harness your unconventional thinking can be another important step. Your unique perspective is valuable, and finding ways to express your ideas constructively can lead to positive changes in your life and the lives of others. This might involve seeking out careers or hobbies that value creativity and innovation. It's also helpful for Heyokas to find others who understand and appreciate their unique qualities. This might involve connecting with other empaths or sensitives, or simply finding friends and partners who value your perspective. Having a support system can make a big difference in how you experience and navigate the world as a Heyoka. Remember, being a Heyoka is not about being better or worse than others. It's simply a different way of experiencing and interacting with the world. Each type of empath, and indeed each individual, has their own unique gifts and challenges. The key is to understand and appreciate your own nature, and to learn how to use your gifts in a way that benefits both yourself and others. As we wrap up this exploration of the 7 signs you might be a Heyoka, let's recap what we've covered. We've discussed the mirror effect, where Heyokas reflect others' emotions and behaviors. We've talked about unconventional thinking, which allows Heyokas to see the world from a unique perspective. We've explored the emotional intensity that Heyokas experience and their intuitive problem-solving abilities. We've also looked at the paradoxical nature of Heyokas, their natural healing presence, and their sensitivity to energy. We've discussed their resistance to authority and their strong connection to nature. Each of these signs contributes to the complex and powerful nature of Heyoka empaths. If you've recognized yourself in these signs, you might be feeling a mix of emotions. You might feel relieved to have a framework for understanding your experiences, or you might feel overwhelmed by the implications. Both of these reactions are normal and valid. Remember, being a Heyoka, or any type of empath, isn't about fitting into a rigid category. It's about understanding yourself better and learning how to navigate the world in a way that honors your unique gifts and challenges. Whether you identify strongly with all of these signs or just a few, The important thing is to use this information in a way that helps you grow and thrive. As you continue on your path, whether as a Heyoka or simply as someone interested in understanding empaths better, remember to be patient and kind with yourself. Learning to manage empathic abilities and navigate the world as a sensitive person is a lifelong journey. There will be challenges along the way, but there will also be moments of profound connection, insight, and joy. We encourage you to continue exploring and learning about empaths and Heyokas. There's a wealth of information out there, and the more you understand about yourself and others like you, the better equipped you'll be to use your gifts in positive ways. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the 7 signs you might be a Heyoka. We hope this information has been helpful and enlightening. Remember, your sensitivity and your unique perspective are gifts. They may not always feel like gifts, especially when they make life challenging, but they give you the power to understand others deeply and to make a real difference in the world. Whether you're a Heyoka or not, we encourage you to embrace your unique qualities and to use them in ways that benefit both yourself and others. The world needs all kinds of people, and your particular combination of traits and abilities makes you uniquely suited to contribute in your own special way. As we conclude, we invite you to reflect on what you've learned. How does this information resonate with your own experiences? What insights have you gained about yourself or others? And most importantly, how might you use this knowledge to enhance your life and relationships going forward? Remember, this video is just the beginning of a conversation. We encourage you to continue learning, exploring, and growing. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights might help others who are on similar journeys. Thank you for watching, and we wish you all the best on your path of self-discovery and growth. Until next time, take care of yourself and others, and remember, your sensitivity is your strength.